nosedived and knocked my GoPro off of my surfboard, and it won't stick anymore. So I have the handle, which is also waterproof. There's a lesson going on, and basically what I did was I did this morning's lesson, and then this evening, people are watching me. Exposure therapy, talking to a stick. So I did the lesson this morning. Alex isn't feeling well, so she didn't go, and I really want to keep surfing because I'm going back to the cold in Montreal in 2 days. So I decided to do a second lesson, but this lesson is like unsupervised, or it is supervised, but I'm not like learning anything. So I've just been hanging out on the side of the class. Anyway, the instructor kept saying, go out to the what's it, green water? Like, go out of the white water. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why would I do that? But he's like, just try it. So anyway, he brought a board down, and he was like, I'm gonna try to show you how to get out into the white water, or get out of the white water. And this class has been like really demanding, like just a lot of newbies that keep delaying the class. So he was like, when they get situated, like when they finish the lesson, I'm gonna come back out and we're gonna go in the ocean. We're going in the ocean. Okay, I actually have a really big knot in my stomach because the ocean is scary. And I'm going out there. That was insane. Like truly one of the coolest things I have done on this trip so far. After the class was over, I waited around for a little bit so that Josh, the instructor, could take the class and bring them back. And after that, I swear people are staring at me again. I still have the big, there's like this big orange thing around my GoPro because I had it in the water. So it's like very obvious what I'm doing. Anyway, so he came back and was like, all right, let's go in the water. And I was visibly nervous. And he was like, it looks really fun out there, which it did. Lots of large waves, but not too big. So anyway, got in the water, and he was like, okay, so the big waves you have to dive under with your board, and the smaller ones you kind of lift up and bob over on your board. So he taught me how to do that. And then once you get so far, you have to start paddling. My arms hurt so much. You have to start paddling, and we went behind the waves where the waves are made, past that into the calm water. And well, I say it like it was super easy. He made it look extremely easy. I couldn't do it. It took me so much effort to do it, and it got to the point where we had to come back and take my board. And he was going with 2 boards, and I was just trying to survive. So anyway, after he took 2 boards and all that, hopped on the boards, taking a breather, and this was like the first experience. You're like, okay, and he was explaining to him what you do, like you want to be on the board before the wave breaks, and then you need to paddle and blah blah blah. And as he was talking, and I was like catching my breath, there was a lot of effort with my arms and upper body, he just looks past me and he goes, oh, look out. And when he did that, there was a wave that was made like way back there, and it just came over, and I was like, and he said all he could see was me disappear and my board go straight up in the air. And then I was in washing machine land. I literally was like, couldn't see, just nothing, and I just had to hold my breath and wait so I could breathe again, which was an experience. Like, I'm realizing now you really have to be a good swimmer to surf because it's so easy to get overwhelmed. Surprisingly, I didn't get overwhelmed because I guess I came up relatively fast, but very easy. So that was that, and then I ate shit because what the hell. And after that, we were able to go back out a couple times, and it was so much effort. It was so hard, but it was so cool. Like the fact that I didn't really catch any waves because I was just mostly trying to get behind the wave, but I was watching Josh catch waves. I was watching him catch waves, and I was like in there. I was doing everything but the big surfing on the waves, and our boards were extremely big. Like they're not wave catching boards, they're whitewater boards. Like you practice at the end of the wave. So he was trying to hit the waves, but he was not succeeding. So like, what made me think that I was gonna succeed? I didn't even try. But it's just the experience of, like, I could say that I actually surfed. Like I actually got behind the wave, I actually like paddles, dove the waves, did that full experience with a bit of help, but generally did it all myself, and it was so freaking cool. People walk past. You'd think that after like 3 weeks of doing this every single day I'd get better, but I'm like, every time someone goes near me. Anyway, moral of the story, it was extremely cool, and I'm so happy that I was able to do that on my very last day surfing, my very last full day in Australia. But now that I got a taste of the surfing, like the actual real surfing, I think I want to cry. Like I'm going home to -20 degrees. I think I want to cry. I think I'm gonna cry later. Now I'm still on the extremely wide angle just because that's the only one I had for surfing, because I didn't think I was going to wreck my GoPro on the surfboard. But through my very wide angle, it's beautiful. There's boats, there's yachts, there's surfers, there's people walking. People get up here at 5 a.m. and go for a run, a walk, go surfing before work. I really think this trip has changed me a little bit. I know, I went abroad and I'm changing it, but like, I don't think I can do winter again. I don't think I can do it. Obviously Newfoundland, yes, but like, I don't want to live somewhere where it's cold. Why can I live somewhere where it's cold when I can just actually be a morning person and enjoy my life in the winter time? Like, now it is weird how I don't have like the Christmas spirit or anything because it's so warm. The instructor Josh was saying the same thing. This is his first warm Christmas because he's from the UK, and he said he's not really in the Christmas spirit, but whatever. It's sunny, you get to go surfing every day, you get to go to the beach every day, you just get to exist in heat and not feel like a piece of crap. I don't know, just the trade-off is just like, oh, I don't feel Christmassy. I don't think it's that important. So yeah, we'll see how depressed I get when I go back to the cold after this. I don't think we're gonna do another cold winter again, unless obviously I'm in Newfoundland for, like, if I need to be, or for Christmas or whatever, but I can't. I can't. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I experienced surfing, like surfing, and now I'm hooked, and I go back to the cold tomorrow night.